Okay, we're going to get straight into the Nintendo Mini NES, starting off with the controller, and then we're going to take you through the main console. So we've got a spare controller here, as well as you get a controller with the console itself, and we're going to do a bit of a comparative with this as well. So you can see that is an original NES controller, and you've probably seen a lot of this on the web. The main thing we're just flagging here is the length of the wire, because this is not a wireless controller that you get with the mini NES. It's a wired controller, and just pulling out the wire, I'm not going to be able to do it right across the screen view here with the original NES, but you're looking at the mini NES against the NES controller. It's almost well, 2.5 times longer than what you've got on the mini NES. So that is a bit of an issue, and we're going to get onto the gameplay bit when we do that video. This is more of an unboxing just to show you the size and comparative. Now, what I've got here is a NES 30 game controller, which is a wireless Bluetooth controller, and you can see again against what we've got here and the actual controller original, it's very close. This is the main event now, really. You want to see the console. So it's nicely boxed. There's a nice outer design on the box, very much mimicking the original NES box style. There's obviously a number of them from the original first release through to special versions, but it's fairly close. Obligatory instructions there. Pretty straightforward, showing you how to connect the whole thing up. Again, you've got mentioned a controller there, which is exactly the same as we got with the first showing there, the original, which is box. I'm not going to go through that. There's the, we'll get to it in a sec. There's the actual console, and I guess what we've got here, we've got the HDMI link, which will go directly from the console into your TV, and yeah, so having that in the box is good. You can obviously do your own one if you want to add a bit more length, which is one way of getting around the issue of the length of the wire of the controller. And then yeah, real interesting one here. So you've got a kind of input to the USB, which goes into the back. So it's your standard I say kind of micro USB controller. Again, add a bit more length if you want to, but you can use the one you've got here, and this is it. This is the console. I mean, it really is tiny. We think it's probably the size of an original NES cart in terms of the flat footprint. The height of it we're going to show you against an original, but it's pretty small. So I'm just taking you through the front. So you've got the two controller ports there, which aren't you're not going to have any luck putting your original NES controller. You have to use the specific ones now. HDMI, pretty obvious there. Not sure about that branding. I think they could have left that off, quite frankly. And here it is the original baby. I mean, look at that compared. You can see the size comparison and difference there. But in terms of the actual similarities of style, it's pretty close. I mean, I haven't done it angle for angle at this point in terms of measurement, but buttons, branding, all the kind of riveting of the product in terms of the actual fabrication looks pretty spot on. Obviously, there's going to be some differences. HDMI and obviously the original connection to TV being the different one there, and also the power. Obviously, it's a DC power in as opposed to USB, but color-wise, pretty spot on, I would say, and all the grooves and all the most of the original aspects. You can see there is a difference in terms of the bottom half of it, but it's pretty close. But it's interesting to see the size thing. That's why I wanted to show the original. You can really see that difference holding it there. And yeah, just going in a bit closer there, just to again show you how close some of the product design aspects are to what we are used to. And yeah, I'm just going to leave you a little kind of tour around the two, one to the other. And the next thing is obviously some gameplay, the all important bit. We're going to fire up the system, the interface, show you a bit of that. How that works and the basic system setup. I think it's pretty straightforward, this one, and then get into some gameplay, show you some of that. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you pick one up. They are quite in short supply, so yeah, don't pay too much. That's the main tip from us, I would say.